So last weekend I took a daisy stroll over to Xander Sports Complex for Kitsune Women's Wrestling Stay With Me. Going in, I expected to have a very fun time at a rising independent wrestling show, and I walked out feeling like I had just gone to a party because it felt like this promotion was starting to really lay the groundwork for its future. Because by the end of the night, there were some clear directions for the next show at Kamiyu Goes Hollywood on August 30th in the same building. And for many reasons, including the fact that I like this promotion a lot. I like wrestling. I like women's wrestling a lot. As you can probably tell by the autographs all over my wall, you should see my wrestling t-shirt collection. But yes, because I love wrestling, I love women's wrestling, and I love what this promotion is doing, I'm going to go through the entire card and talk about what worked to me. I wanted to do this the night of, but Redemption was that night, and then some other stuff came up the days immediately afterward. But today I want to go through the entire card, talk about what I really enjoyed, what stood out to me, how the show was in person, and why I think this show accomplished what it set out to do. Also, if you want to watch this show at home, it's on YouTube for free on the Kitsune Women's Wrestling YouTube channel. They decided they didn't want to lock their shows behind a paywall anymore, so it is on YouTube for free. You can also watch my vlog of the show on my channel. There are also match highlights all over Instagram and YouTube and TikTok. I've posted mine. Coffin Radio's posted his. Either way, you can see all of those on either my Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, or the Kitsune Wrestling Instagram page. You know, all in all, the venue was very hot. Very hot. I'm very glad they provided fans for all the audience in attendance. Plus, kids would love the fans. Those were nice. I really like the fan. I should get I'm probably going to get another one at the next show. The fans they provided were very useful. Like, practically mandatory. If they didn't, there might have been a problem. The in-venue amenities were pretty nice. I did appreciate that they had food and drinks for everybody. Refrigerated after a little bit, for sure. I will say the people in attendance were very nice, very polite and respectful to the talent. I will say the talent was very nice and respectful to the fans. Sayuri Namba definitely had to stand there for a good hour after the show because that was quite the line. She had quite a line coming to her table. I almost skipped out on it because of how long her line was. It was very hot in there, and I had a bunch of stuff in my hands already. And then on top of that, I'm going to wait in line for Sayuri Namba's A4 portrait. I almost dipped out. I almost went to a different table. If during the period that line was there, I had just gone to other tables, I would have been able to get to other tables and then get back in that line before she left. If I had left her line, I would have gone to Mazzerati's table. I would have gone back to the Olivier Vegas table, and I would have gone to Mazzerati's table. I would have gone to probably Carma's table, and then I would have gone to Emi Sakura's table. I don't think Zara Zakher had one. She was next to Emi Sakura for a little bit. I don't think she had one. I would have gone to hers if she had one, though. But yeah, Sayuri Namba was very polite. I did appreciate that, because a lot of people waited a lot of time in that line, let me tell you. But yes, promoter Eric was very nice as well. Very down-to-earth guy. We're both going through a similar situation with his father passing 3 weeks ago, I believe. My mother passing in February on Valentine's Day. Got a huge amount of respect for him going through that and still going through with hosting this show and continuing to host future shows immediately after. Very hard loss on him, I'm sure. Condolences from me to him. And I'm glad he's still willing to put on shows as good as this while going through what he's going through. So, starting off, one thing I do appreciate about independent wrestling is that every single independent wrestling promotion has its own personality, because you can walk into 2 different venues on the same weekend and have completely different experiences at 2 different shows. Kitsune leaning into being a promotion centered around women's wrestling while mixing up established names and rising independent stars and international wrestlers into one card is very, very, very good, especially in America. America needs more of that. Of course, we see people like Athena leaning into this with being the co-owner of Metroplex Wrestling in Texas. There's various smaller all-women's independent wrestling promotions around the country, but they're on the smaller side. I would like to see those grow. Of course, there's Women of Wrestling, which I believe is based in Los Angeles. I believe they're based in Los Angeles, but I think they have their shows in like Glendale, Vegas, LA, around the general area. When they're back in Glendale or Los Angeles, I'll probably show up. I believe they were just in Vegas. So yeah, I believe they'll be in Los Angeles next. There's also, of course, Sukeban, which appears all over the world a couple times a year, often in Los Angeles for the Anime Expo. But looking at the Stay With Me card on paper, a lot of people showed up in this promotion for the first time. I believe there's been like 7 of these shows. A couple of people are returning from previous shows, but a lot of them were brand new to the promotion, making their first appearances. And of course, every match, especially a match that's going to be uploaded online for free, and the clips are going to come out online on social media, and for the new people in the audience, you're always introducing yourself to somebody new, and often maybe 1,000 new people every single time you have a match where the clips are posted online. But yes, starting off, Carma versus Kitsune, which I believe was a North American Championship qualifying match, seemingly slated to be a multi-person match, just as the other one is, with a 3-way between Lady Pink, Caitlyn, and Kitsune. Changed Caitlyn Alexis out for Carma, and then seemingly removed Lady Pink soon before the show. I do like when promotions give you something meaningful right away instead of waiting until the end of the night. I have heard a lot about Carma and Kitsune over the last year or so. This was my first time seeing either of them in action. These two had a very good match, and I do like that this match started off the show, because having an ending where someone, not only someone, but a commentator comes and takes off the mask of one of the opponents to assist one of the contenders. Very interesting, very, very interesting way to get the show started. Arya Perkins getting involved at the end of the match, very shocking. Didn't expect that at all. So seeing Carma move up into the qualifying ranks of the North American Championship is going to be interesting to see, because we don't know if she's going to keep using antics like this going forward in this promotion to get the job done. Of course, effective in this match. But yeah, these two had a very good opener. Very, very good opener. Would like to see Kitsune more in the future. Really liked her in this match. Carma, I like Carma's look a lot, and I do hope to see the next match in the qualifier happen at the next show on August 30th. Viva Van versus Bryn Thorne, I was looking forward to a lot, because I've seen Viva Van in person a lot, and Bryn Thorne's being introduced to me in this match. I had not seen Bryn Thorne in action before. Both debuting for Kitsune, I believe, so first impressions matter. Of course, Bryn. Bryn Thorne did have kind of the style of offense that I expected her to have at her height. She's got longer limbs, and she's very, very tall in comparison to at least a lot of the people on the card. I did not expect her jumping off of the middle rope to dropkick Viva Van, I won't lie. But yeah, stomping Viva out, occasionally just planting her halfway through the canvas. And yeah, I expected an aggressive streak of someone the size of Bryn Thorne, which is exactly what we got. Viva Van showed us her classic offense. She's very good. She's very established at this point in the scene. I mean, on AEW, of course, a Ring of Honor match with Emi Sakura, just now, I believe. This match was very, very good. I enjoyed it. Enjoyed this match a lot. I think this match was one of my favorites on the card for sure. I will also say it was very hot in this building, so I wasn't expecting too much out of the performers, because it was burning up. Like when the talent would grab fans from the audience and start fanning them, so I completely understood it. Like if they needed water, I would expect them to take a water break. It was hot in there. For Mazzerati and Olivier Vegas versus Adrienne Diamond and Lunith Stray. Very interesting match on the card from a storytelling perspective. There had been changes to this lineup, which, yes, that's just a part of the business. This is part of independent wrestling. Like there's travel issues, there's scheduling conflicts, there's injuries, cards change. But they adapted well. They picked the right partner for Mazzerati in replacement of Rachel Riveter in Olivier Vegas. I believe they all have like a trio thing going on. Mazzerati is a very aggressive, dominant character. I do like that out of her. Her offense style, I like how she uses her kicks. She uses her kicks really well. We got a good bit of Lunith Stray offense in this match. I do wish we could have gotten a bit more. I do wish we could have gotten a little bit more Lunith Stray offense, because she was on her back foot most of this match, and like she was taking a lot of offense. But it did make Olivier Vegas and Mazzerati look fantastic, I will say. Adrienne Diamond had a lot of the offense of her side, which I did like the powerhouse style offense she had. She's got a crazy power slam, I will say. I hope Olivier Vegas' hip is all right. but yes, very, very, very good tag match. Everything seemed to have gone well. And after the match, Diamond attacking her tag partner, very clearly leading to a match at the next show, Adrienne Diamond versus Lunith Stray, as Lunith Stray would go on to say after the match. But yes, Olivier Vegas and Mazzerati have very, very, very good characters. I like their characters. And I like their chemistry as a team, but all four of them did fantastic as a whole in this match. I would also like to know what Olivier Vegas potentially calls that spinning fisherman buster, because she absolutely planted Lunith. That was crazy. That sounded rough. Oh! That looked rough. I did like that. I'm not sure if Lunith landed on her shoulder or head there, but it was a good looking fisherman buster. For Mylo and Veronica Haven, this match caught my attention for different reasons. This was a lot of people's introduction to Veronica Haven under that name. Of course, me seeing the card initially, she was announced to be on the card like a month ago or something under her name Fallen Gray. But when we got up to the week of and her name was Veronica Haven, I was like, wait, that name doesn't sound familiar, but she looks familiar. Yeah, of course, formerly known as Fallen Gray, Veronica Haven, which, of course, whenever a wrestler debuts a new name or enters a new chapter of their career, there's always a sense of starting fresh. So her still establishing that version of herself, I thought this match did a great job of. Like, she appeared dominant. She was almost scary. Almost a scary opponent to go against. I do remember seeing her match against Layla Diggs, though. I did go back and see that match. I think I like her. I like her on her back foot. I like her being attacked by a more dominant opponent a lot. I did like this side though. Now, of course, a couple days ago, her announcing she's no longer under the WWID program. Very interesting. I believe she's going by Veronica West now. This could be a sign of more opportunities to come for her. Who knows? But of course, Mylo deserves credit for this match. This match was fantastic. Not the flashiest match. Of course, I've seen Mylo at the New Japan Academy showcases. She was at the All-Star Showcase. I was at the All-Star Showcase 2025. That vlog is up if you'd like to see that. She was in a match with Kiki Van Gogh teaming against Tatavik and Viva Van, actually. She was also at two other New Japan Academy showcases. Those are available on YouTube for free. You can watch those anytime. But of course, has made her own fair share of appearances for Ring of Honor and AEW. Seen a bunch of Mylo. So I know what these two are about. Veronica Haven at the time, a brand new, there's a new side of her I hadn't seen before. Honestly, I had not seen this side of Veronica Haven before, but I was entertained by it. That was very good. She did great. This match was fantastic. I really enjoyed this through and through. This was great work from both of them. So I believe they changed this match up to be a North American Championship qualifier, a four-way, between Xochi, Fatale, Nina, Lex Gonzalez, and Luna La Zaeta. I did feel it was a good way to go about this, making it kind of like, for the most part, it felt like a 2-on-2. It felt like a tag team for most of the match, because Lex Gonzalez and Luna were teaming a lot, which makes sense. It makes and in turn, Xochi, Fatale, and Nina had to team against them. Makes sense that the bigger threats were going against the smaller opponents, and then when it came down to it, they would go against each other. That was a good way to go about this match. I did appreciate that. Lex Gonzalez is a truck. I do like Lex Gonzalez's way of just running through her opponent. I've always been a fan of just running straight through your opponent, not even in like spear fashion or pounce fashion, not even like shoulder tackle fashion, just straight barging into your opponent. Clark Connors has been doing it a lot. He's been doing it a lot for most of his career. And I've been seeing it a lot throughout the industry recently. Like, people just running through their opponent. Nina, of course, the smallest opponent in the match, definitely had to go to the air a lot, as much momentum as possible. Xochi was taking down Luna with crazy lariats. That was nice. That was very nice to see. Luna, of course, using her slams, using like swinging side slams and stuff like that. Very, very, very good. Of course, Miko Alana was supposed to be in this match. If you saw my Instagram story and you notice all those tags were wrong on this match for Luna, that is my bad. I had the wrong tag ready because I had prepared beforehand, and I didn't know she was in this match. So I had the wrong tag ready at that time, and I just tapped it and went. I was rushing. My bad. My bad, Luna. My bad, Miko. All right, my bad. But very good win for Xochi Fatale. I would assume the last qualifier will be the next show, August 30th. Xochi Fatale versus Carma for the belt, or for a qualifying match for the belt. You know, one of the two. But they see the two facing each other on the August 30th show. But they do all have very different styles from each other, and I do like that a lot in multi-person matches, because they can be difficult to put together, because everyone needs their moment to shine without it feeling so overcrowded. This one was balanced well. Like, of the three, if I would have liked to see a little more offense from anybody, it probably would have been Nina. I believe Nina could have used a little more offense, but what she did get in was very good. And then Zara Zakher versus Emi Sakura in the main event. When it was announced, of course, who wouldn't be looking forward to that? I've seen so much of Zara Zakher over the last couple of years. Of course, Emi Sakura doing her thing in Choco Pro. Running the place pretty much. The AEW Ring of Honor. Loved Emi Sakura. Has wrestled all over the world. Influenced so many wrestlers. Whether you know her from AEW or Japan or elsewhere on the independent scene, like, she's always wrestling. She's literally always wrestling. Her presence instantly adds credibility to a card. I mean, of course, big showing for Zara Zakher. I mean, stepping into the ring with someone who has decades of experience and seeing how it goes. And on the other hand, stepping up with one of the faster rising stars on the independent scene, one of the younger rising stars on the independent scene. Like, it's like both of them are gonna make a statement here. Like, it's a good way to make the show end. Like, of course, Zara Zakher's got a really flashy moveset. Emi Sakura can kill someone's physical momentum and just play games with you. But these two had a fantastic match. I'm very glad Emi Sakura is still wrestling at this point in their career. I really enjoyed seeing Emi Sakura's matches the last couple of years. I really have. Zara Zakher's been very entertaining on the independent scene. I do think she needs to be signed soon. I do think she needs to get picked up. Like, she's so agile, she's so fluid, she's very energetic. Like, that is a very, very cool performer. I know her WWE ID contract expired a while back. Yeah, I believe her WWE ID contract expired in like October of last year. And she took a step away from wrestling for a bit, but like, AEW, bro. Like, they appeared in July with Becca against Mina and Thunder Rosa, I believe, on Collision. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Zara's got to get picked up. There's a couple of surefire, like, these people need to get picked up on the scene right now. Zara's one of them. But yeah, I've always loved Emi Sakura's offense. It's it's so fun. But then, like, as you get further and further in the match, she's like killing you with lariats. It's crazy. Killing you with chops and lariats, and yeah. I've loved it. I've loved it for so long. Zara Zakher's very flashy. I've enjoyed seeing her matches throughout the last couple years. Really enjoy her in ring. But it does feel like this show was heavily setting up for the next show, or at least a lot of it, like a good bit of it. Like, I believe if this card had 6 matches, then I believe, yeah, the next one will probably have a similar amount, and they definitely set up for 2 matches at this show. So yeah, we already know Adrienne Diamond versus Lunith Stray is gonna happen. Xochi Fatale and Carma is likely gonna happen at that show, which would be direct payoffs from what happened on the Stay With Me show. But since then, talent announcements have already been made. You'll have Yuki Kamifuku there, Gabby Forza, Alexis Lee, Dark Sheik, Sweet Caroline, and AEW's Nyla Rose. I can see that announcement bringing a bit more eyes to the product, a bit more eyes to the show. Whether they followed from the beginning or this is their first one. But yes, it does feel like it's looking like they are probably crowning a new North American champion soon. So that's taking shape. There's some rivalries going on. They got another really good show coming up, it seems. I am very excited to see who else they announce is going to be on this card for August 30th. If this is your first time hearing about Kitsune Women's Wrestling, I do highly recommend checking it out. The full Stay With Me show is on YouTube. I believe they're going to end up posting more of their shows on YouTube coming forward. The future is looking really bright for this promotion. I think this is going to be a very popular promotion very soon. But as you know me, I will be at the next show. I will be vlogging at the next show as I did with the last one. You can check out my vlog of the last show. You can prepare your eyes for the next vlog of the next show. For the go watch, I want you on their channel, so the link will be in the comments and in the description. I want you to go watch that video, and then I want you to come back to my comments and tell me which one was your favorite. Yup, you have homework now. But yes, the next show, Kamiyu Goes Hollywood, I will be there. I hope you will be there. You can also comment what matches you think might happen at the next show, based on who's announced now and in the future, like in the coming weeks. But yes, watch my Kitsune Stay With Me vlog here. You can watch their full show right here. Yeah, you can watch their full show right here too. And now that you know where to go, get off my video.